Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 31st of July to the 6th of August 2017. We start the week with the last few days of Venus in Gemini, so over the last couple of weeks we've had a chance to look honestly at both sides of an equation with the mind-heart balance again, because Gemini is very much the processing mind, the busyness, the way that we explore through other, the way that we bounce off each other, the inquisitive and the quick-minded. But with Venus in Gemini, we can see how that feels. What does it feel like to actually explore an issue? What does it feel like to connect with others? What's the actual feeling behind all of the interaction? So a very busy aspect there for the last couple of weeks, but as Venus gets ready to move into Cancer on Monday, we can do a final assessment to see, have we looked at both sides of an equation? Have we been open-minded? Have we gained perspective? Have we learned to feel into situations and conversations, to feel the value or the lack of value in the words, and just allow not everything to be as it seems. It's quite a hazy one where we don't have to know, we don't have to control, but we can just live from the heart and experience things and keep very open perspective. So by Monday, Venus moves into Cancer, and this is a different energy altogether. So in Tarot, this is the Two of Cups. This is all about creating inner order, the electromagnetic, the male, the female, masculine and feminine, and tuning into that emotional intelligence, taking what we've learnt with Venus in Gemini and actually feeling that into ourselves, centering ourselves to know that we can trust our feelings. So this will work on relationships on the outside as well, but it's all about that flow and that balance, allowing somebody else to be themselves, allowing you to be yourself, but to know who you are at the core level, and then create that space where that flow can happen. When we know who we are, then we can create that space rather than trying to make somebody else what we want them to be. So very interesting for the next couple of weeks, through to the 27th of August, Venus in Cancer, connecting us with the heart of ourselves, the heart of our emotional intelligence, clearing out anything that's over-controlling or that's distracting ourselves from knowing ourselves, or even where we don't accept ourselves, working on a very deep level with that, and the result of that is a more balanced and harmonious relating with the outer world as well. So we've had a chance to reassess, we've had a chance to rethink with Venus in Gemini, and now we can really connect with our inner knowledge as Venus moves into Cancer. The downside to Venus in Cancer is it can feel for the sake of feeling, and that can get caught in a whirlpool of emotion, conditioned emotion, romantic emotion. So we do need to be a little bit aware of that, but something that I feel will help is that we've got Mercury in Virgo, opposite Neptune in Pisces. So if we can turn the eagle-eye glare of Mercury in Virgo, the discernment, the rational mind, towards the subconscious and pull up any feelings, then we can actually sort out which ones are serving us and which ones aren't, and stop ourselves from going round and round in circles. So that's an aspect that's around for most of the week. Mercury opposite Neptune, helping us to look with discernment so that we're not feeling for the sake of feeling. By Thursday, we've got Uranus turning retrograde in Aries. So for the last few weeks, Uranus has been stationary, and it will still feel like that for a couple of weeks going forwards, because the outer planets take a long time to actually retrograde or turn direct. But this is one of those ones that goes quite well with being open-minded and not needing to know. Because as Uranus turns inward in Aries, then we can go and have a look. Some of the real truths will come out, some of the illusions will fall away as we're able to see with new vision. We may have inspiration and radical new ideas come through to replace the old conditioning. And this is a good 5 to 6 month operation. Uranus turns direct on the 3rd of January next year, so every year it's half retrograde, half direct, and we've been in the direct phase since the beginning of the year, but now we're going inwards to have a look at where our real innovation is and to use our higher mind to its highest purpose. By Friday, we've got Jupiter square Pluto, so this I feel adds to the depth of the Uranus retrograde. We go in and we make the space to connect with our real depth, to explore the universe inside of ourselves, to go into our own inner world and connect with the deep and meaningful very healing opportunity here as well. Pluto can be alchemical healing. So when we do dig up anything from the subconscious that's not serving us and bring it to light, which we have the opportunity to do this week, then an inner alchemy can take place. We're reconnecting to the simple, to the whole, to the deep and the meaningful. This then brings a feeling of lightness as we've created that space. We've got rid of the density, and there's a sense of simplicity and deep calm that can come through from this awkward square. Not easy to deal with initially, but if we go in voluntarily, which is what Pluto calls us to do, then there's great healing available. But this week is walking slowly towards the full moon in Aquarius. This will be an eclipse on Monday, and as we feel the moon grow, as we're in the waxing phase, then you'll feel that kind of tension build. It's going to be an unpredictable one. There's not much that we can say about eclipses anyway, but when you've got an eclipse in Aquarius, that's doubly so. There's a sense of something big coming down the pipeline. There's a sense of needing to keep that deep, calm space that we've created this week, and just like the held breath, really, just wait to see what comes up. Uranus is the rebel and the visionary, but there can be sudden change as well. So quite a complex week, really. Things to do day to day, as usual. These horoscopes will be written up on my front page of astrozo.com if you want to step day by day, doing one thing at a time. So generally the theme of the week is not needing to control, not needing to know, connecting with the deep inner wisdom, but not getting distracted with things that are going on the outside, looking at anything that comes up on a daily basis and being sovereign and responsible for your own vibration. So those are the horoscopes for this week, and I'll see you next week. If you'd like to explore where these aspects are happening for you in your chart, then as usual I am available one-to-one over Skype or in person for an astrological reading. I record MP3 for you to keep, and it includes free tarot as well. I also have my online courses and my online members group where we're discussing these aspects and studying astrology, tarot, numerology and a number of other things as they happen. I've created a PDF for each sign where you can immerse yourself in the surrounding esoteric knowledge of your sign and get deep into the soul of it. That includes how to work with your power dates, crystals, herbs, power animals, all sorts of things. And there's one for each sign available from my online shop. And finally, I have one of my tree walks on Saturday from 11 till 1 on Hampstead Heath. Please do come and join me to find out about the trees, tree recognition, healing, myth and magic. This includes my new tree oracle deck as well. So for any of that, please do contact me, zoehind7@gmail.com.